Stop trying to learn everything. Seriously. If you are a student or if you are in college right now, you might be trying to balance exams, trying to balance assignments, and learning, five different programming language all at once. This path is letting you to fail. The biggest lie students are told is that you need to be a full stack expert before you graduate. You don't. You need mastery in one. Today, I'll be giving you the exact timeline, the exact roadmap on how you can balance your studies along with your coding journey when you're in college. Hey guys, myself Aditya, and in this video, we'll be talking about how you can manage your both studies as well as coding when you're in your college. Look, I get it. College assignments are boring, college attendance is compulsory, but at the end, you have to go to college. Sometimes you are, exhausted when you're going to college. But understand one thing, your degree gets you to the interview room, but your skills get you to your chair. The main question is, how do we balance it? We don't. We actually integrate it. Here's the specific timetable you have asked for. So you don't need 10 hours a day. The only thing that you need, and the only thing that I particularly believe in, is consistency. You only need consistency. So this is the particular roadmap that I had followed during my college years, which helped me get into synopsis as a fresher. And this is the thing that you can also follow. It's not a very high funda topic, or it's not something that only bright students can do. It's like for all the students across all the colleges who is trying to go for a coding journey. So this is the strategy that I say. I say it as a 4-hour weekend strategy, and it is divided into two things. The first thing is the weekdays, wherein you are actually going to colleges, doing your submissions, giving the assignments, doing vivas and stuff. So from Monday to Friday, there are four things that we are talking here. The first thing is the goal. Second thing is when. Third, the task that you need to complete. And the fourth thing is the rule that you need to follow. Whatever happens, you have to follow this rule if you are following this 4-hour weekend strategy. Okay. The first thing is you have to only give 40 to 50 minutes. Okay. 40 minutes to 1 hour, you can say. Okay. You have to dedicatedly keep out a slot, keep out a time on which you will be working on at that given point of time. The second thing is when. When would be like, obviously, if you are an early waker, you can wake up early and put it that 40 to 50 minutes before you go to college, or immediately after you come after college, because obviously you are exhausted. So you can just stretch it for 1 more hour so that your work will be completed. The task that you can go for here is to solve one DSA question or watch one tutorial video. This could be any tutorial video that you are interested in, but particularly I would ask you to go for algorithms you want to understand on data structures and algorithms. The main reason that I am focusing on data structures and algorithms is like they play a very core fundamental role in a software development journey. You might have also heard about it from your faculties, from your speakers that come into your colleges. Like they say, like, okay, data structures and algorithms are one of the most fundamental aspects. Yeah, they are one of the most fundamental aspects. Particularly if I say it's like maths. Whenever you are practicing maths, or let's say you have sums on integrations, derivations, that is where you practice it regularly so that you understand the pattern that are coming on to your problems. Same way, DSA is just like a pattern solving thing. You have to understand patterns. Okay, if this type of question requires this approach, this type of question requires this algorithm. So the task would be to solve one DSA question or to watch one tutorial video. I would say here, as let's say, preferably DSA. This is what I would suggest. It can depend upon your interest as well. And the rule that you have to follow here is no heavy development. You don't have to develop anything like very big project. You have to complete it within 1 day or within the 7 days. You have to keep your brain light, because obviously you will be having your college studies also to work, and you'll have your unit test, you'll have your end sem examinations to study those chapters, like 10 chapters, 12 chapters at once. So this is a strategy you need to follow for Monday to Friday on your weekdays. Now comes the Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sundays are the days where you have your free time. Okay. And there are some things that you need to follow. The first rule, the first and the foremost and the most important rule that you need to follow here is the golden rule. Golden rule meaning 4 hours compulsory. There should be no excuse you will be giving like, okay, no, I had to go out, I had to play this game. No, 4 hours dedicatedly should be given. On those 4 hours, you will have to sacrifice each and everything that you need, that you are, liking to do, because that 4 hours will actually help in your core skill development. And we will divide it into two things, one for Saturday and one for Sunday. On Saturdays is the time where you have to do your deep work. Deep work meaning 2 hours of concept learning, learning a very new concept, learning, let's say, you understand, okay, how a binary search algorithm works, how the knapsack problem is done, how the sliding window protocol is used. So the 2 hours is for conceptual learning. Okay, you learn it, you write down your notes, you understand it in a better way using AI. And the next 2 hours are for implementations. Okay, you learned the knapsack problem. Okay, then you solve how a problem is solved using that particular algorithm, how a problem is solved using a sliding window algorithm, how a problem is solved using binary search algorithm. So the first 2 hours is for learning, where you learn the entire concept or you learn the entire problem methodology. And the next 2 hours are for the implementation. Next, when you come on to Sunday, I particularly say this as the arena time, wherein this time is for you to actually get into the arena and fight for yourself. Here, the arena would be hacker rank or lead code or neat code if you are using. It could be any competitive coding platform or any other platform that you wish to go for. Particularly, you would be asking like, why for weekends? Why are we doing this thing? Weekends are for building and weekdays are for maintaining. Weekends are something where you build stuff, where you build what you have in your mind. And the weekdays are like, okay, you are maintaining that thing. Like, okay, this is the thing that I built. Okay, I have to maintain if there are any issues that are coming along or not. Particularly, even after doing a job right now, this is the strategy that I particularly follow. Weekdays are the time where I build myself. Okay, uh, obviously the number of hours that are here are obviously more. I put out more number of hours, but this is the entire strategy that I follow for my learnings and my upgradation of the skills even after doing a 9 to 5. So this thing not only applies for anyone who is in college, but also applies for anyone who is doing a job, who is also doing a 9 to 5. Now the next question that would come is like, okay, भैया ये सारी चीजें तो कर ली, but I want to understand which language to choose. मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रही कि कौन सी लैंग्वेज चूज करनी है. Shall I go for Java? Shall I go for Python? Shall I go for C, C++, JavaScript, TypeScript, Golang? Which one? For that also we have a solution. This is basically what I call as the language wars, like choosing between languages Java, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, and all the others. The first step that I would say is choose only one language. If you are comfortable with Java or if you have worked with Java earlier, okay, continue with it. If you feel okay, I don't want to, get into the syntax, I just want a simple syntax, go for Python. If you want to get to learn about, okay, how does the server side rendering works, how does the server work, how does the backend work, how do we add, functionalities to a website, go for JavaScript or TypeScript. Once you have done that, the next thing, this is where the split comes. This is like a career path split that I say, wherein if you want to go into a certain career that you wish to make your career in, that is where you have to be very strong. Okay, like this is the type of language that I will go for, this is the type of language that I will choose. So going into web development, if you are interested in going to web development, Java is like the OG boss, which always stands into the picture right from a long period of time. Many of the scalable websites, many of the most secure websites are built in Java. Next is JavaScript and TypeScript, wherein you can also, if you are interested in JavaScript and TypeScript, you can go into the web development domain, where React comes into picture, Vue.js, Vite.js, Next.js. There was something called AngularJS. These are all the different languages that you can choose if you want to go for web development. Next is AI, ML, data science, real-time machine learning, real-time LLMs, and all this new stuff that has come. The only thing here is Python. If you want to get into AI, if you want to build AI applications, if you want to interact with large language models and build a product on top of it, that is where Python will come into picture, because it plays a very, very crucial role in building AI systems. Now, when you ask like which are the platforms you should go, obviously the first thing that I particularly follow, and this is the roadmap that I am following right now, is what I do is I go on LeetCode and I take out a problem. This is the one thing that I particularly like, wherein I go and I click on pick one. It will actually randomly pick up any problem of any kind and just give it to me. Okay, like this is the problem: maximum coins from k consecutive backs. Go into that thing, try to solve a problem. Once you are very confident on uh, solving a problem, then what you can do is have a timer. Try to solve a problem within a given point of time. Okay, this is one thing. This is one way that you can, start solving DSA problems. Other thing is what I am doing right now is I have started a quest. Okay, I need to sign in. Okay, just a second. I'll sign in here using Google. Okay, this is the thing that I am following right now is quest. I am currently going into the lead code quest, wherein it has three problems on every certain topic, starting from arrays, array 2, stack, monotonic stack. So like once all your problems from a given level are complete, you can go into the next level. So here I think they have total 35 levels, starting from linear shoal to sequence valley, association shape, recursion maze. So it's like all these topics are being covered here, and it's like a problem start from a simple level to medium to hard. So if I click here, if you see, these are all easy level problems that you can solve. So you can start with it. You can start with solving problems on lead code using lead code quest, lead code libraries, or obviously you can go into the explore section if you are very new to understanding lead code. You can, what you can do is you can start with the learning section. You can complete the entire section and then go into the next part. क्या अगर बैक एंड करने में मजा नहीं आ रहा तो क्या मुझे सिर्फ अगर फ्रंट एंड में करना है, आर देयर एनी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, या वाइस वर्सा, भाई मुझे फ्रंट एंड नहीं करना है, मुझे सिर्फ बैक एंड में जाना है, आर देयर एनी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज? यस, देयर आर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, बट देयर इज अ कैच राइट नाउ विथ द एडवेंट ऑफ एआई जब जाके इतना बड़ा है, only doing front end, yeah, only doing back end will not get you a job for sure. This is the reality. um, sad है, but yeah, this is the reality. आपको सिर्फ फ्रंट एंड करने से जॉब नहीं मिलेगी, आपको सिर्फ बैक एंड करने से जॉब नहीं मिलेगी. यू नीड टू हैव समथिंग एडिशनल, समथिंग विच स्टैंड्स आउट फ्रॉम व्हाट द क्राउड इज डूइंग. ओके, आपका कंपटीशन समझो कि आपका कंपटीशन इज योर क्लासमेट्स, अ ग्रुप ऑफ 70 पीपल, 70 और 80 पीपल जैसे होते हैं. So you have to be different from what those 69 people are or those 79 people are doing. Obviously job opportunities होगी, but the only competition here is मिलना उसको है जिसको AI use करना आता. Before I end this video, just a tip to all the students watching this. At this point of time, try to use AI to learn. You know, try it to learn, not to cheat. This is what I follow. Whenever you are stuck in a lead code problem, you don't directly go to ChatGPT or you don't directly go to Gemini to say, okay, solve this problem. I say, explain me this problem like I'm 5 years old. Explain me this problem like I'm 10 years old. So you get to understand the problem in a much simpler way than you are actually thinking it. Because what will happen is if you are using AI, for the time being, you will understand, okay, this is the solution. But when you're actually giving the interviews, that is when you will think like, okay, वहाँ पे तो AI था, but यहाँ पे AI है नहीं. So AI will be helping you to understand that problem much better rather than, getting the solution of that problem. It's time you set your weekly coding timetable, 1 hour every weekday and 4 hours on the weekend. This is a challenge to everyone watching this video. Comment challenge accepted if you have accepted this challenge, and let me know कि आपका ये तरीका कैसे बदला. How did you change the way you studied and how are you able to cope up with the coding as well as studying? This was it for the video. If you like the video, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.